The union of 9 Catalan cooperatives, some with more than 100 years of history, have produced the Cava Pupitre using the traditional method. The vineyards, located in 7 of the most prestigious appellations of origin of Catalonia, enjoy a Mediterranean climate of mild winters and hot summers. This makes the autochthonous grape varieties such as Xarel·lo, Macabeo, Parellada and Trapat excellent wines for the elaboration of cava. The harvest takes place just at the point of maturity of the grapes, which are then gently pressed, and the juice or must obtained is fermented in temperature-controlled stainless steel tanks, thereby preserving all the aromas. Finally, these monovarietal wines are stored. That's to say, each wine corresponds to each of the native grape varieties. At this point, the second phase of preparation of cava begins. First, a base wine is made by mixing in different proportions the previously made monovarietal wines. To do this, various proposed blends, called coupages, are investigated by sensory analysis, enologists and technicians from Castle d'Or to determine which is the best of all possible blends. This is a very important step, because it will lead to the personality of the cava to be elaborated, in this case, Cava Pupitre. The chosen blend, the coupage, is then taken to the winery to begin the process of tirage. The tirage consists of putting the precise blend of selected wines into each bottle, along with a mixture of sugar and yeast to provoke the second fermentation. Each bottle of cava must spend at least 9 months aging, time in which the yeast transforms sugar into alcohol and microscopic bubbles of carbon dioxide. This second fermentation is the miracle that transforms the initial wine into cava, using the traditional method, a superior wine of great sensorial and rich diversity thanks to its components and aromas. The aging time will determine the type of cava obtained. A bottle aging for between 9 and 15 months will produce a young cava. Between 15 and 30 months, a cava reserva, and if aging more than 30 months, the result is a Gran Reserva cava. After this long aging process, the sediments from the second fermentation, called the mother, must be removed by riddling. This consists of introducing them into metal cage gyro pallets. Its function is to slowly incline the bottles to the upside-down position and thus gradually shake all traces of yeast sediments down to the neck of the bottle. The process of disgorging takes place next, the removal of the sediments, addition of expedition liquor, capping and labelling. All this is done using one of the most modern automated monitoring and control lines that currently exist, and ensure the precision and quality of each step of our cava making process. First, the bottles are placed upside down into a machine that submerges the lower 3 centimeters of the neck of each bottle into a coolant that reaches 20 degrees below zero. Thus, the liquid and yeast sediments present at the top of the neck of the bottle are frozen in a matter of seconds. Immediately, the bottles are placed vertically and sent for the process of disgorgement. That is, each bottle must be opened in order to expel the frozen mother in the neck, using the pressure generated inside the bottle during the second fermentation. In this way, the liquid will be completely clear. During the disgorgement process, this screen allows us to check the neck of each bottle, ensuring that there are no fractures or breaks to the glass. Any damaged bottles are removed automatically. As the disgorgement process removes sediments and liquid from the bottle, the next step is to replenish it with the so-called expedition liquor. The expedition liquor rounds the characteristic flavors of each type of cava and gives it its distinct bouquet. This gives rise to a range of cavas that go from brut nature, that have no expedition liquor added and with a maximum of 3 grams of sugar added per litre, to sweet cava, which has over 50 grams of sugar per litre added, passing through brut, brut rosé, brut reserva and brut imperial, as is the case of Cava Pupitre, through to extra dry, dry and semi-dry. The next step is to cork the bottle. Secure it with a wire cage so that the pressure inside the bottle does not expel the cork, and then rotate it to get a good mix of expedition liquor with the rest of the liquid prior to cleaning and drying the bottle. To control that there is no turbidity, that the liquid level is optimal and that the cork and muzzle are positioned correctly, each bottle is photographed and checked. Any defective bottles are automatically removed from the line. The last step of labelling begins by placing a capsule over the cork and cage. The front and back labels, which identify the product along with the Cava guarantee stamp, are then mounted on the bottles before a last visual check of the finished product. Each bottle is then identified by laser beam for traceability and placed inside the box, which contains separators so that the bottles do not touch each other during transportation. Robotic machines then stack the boxes on pallets for shipment to the market. During the whole process, from when it has finished its aging process of at least 9 months to the point where it is ready for sale in the box, the bottle has been on a production line continuously supervised by operators and where the most modern control technologies have been applied. In this way, each bottle of Cava Pupitre has been through a careful process, ensuring that all the magic of cava, made in the traditional way, reaches the consumer with the highest quality guarantees.